Ooh, this is sweet. It's vanilla and almond. Snow cone inspired.
Yeah. Is that a seltzer? What?
Yeah,
That's
it's a hard seltzer.
It's not snow cone inspired.
It's only 4% alcohol by volume. Hey, I want the...
Silver Fox.
I don't like seltzers, but I'm going to drink this. It's good.
Yeah.
It's like half the beer got left out.
Where's all the calories?
The other one? No, the other one.
The other
Thriller
is
whoa.
Hey, you're 3? Let me see your headband. Move your
Turn my
fingers.
headphones up. Hello. I am number 3.
Where's the snare? There's no snare in my headphones, Strike.
I need my snare.
There we go.
3.
Number 3. Bunch, bunch. Alright, I don't need this anymore. I'm not going to bother saving it. Well, what happened?
I don't know. It fell off the...
See, what had happened was...
Ain't that a bitch? William Shatner goes to space.
William Shatner goes to space.
Hey, Kirk, you're standing on my air hose. Get the fuck up. Okay, here we go. Oh, I need my sound effects, guys. I'm over here doing everything but my job. I'm the guy that does his job.
You must be the other guy.
Boom.
Hope the mic didn't pick that up.
It did. Probably pick mine up too.
Suck a dick or something. Okay, here we go. I'll turn you guys off. You got the giggles, which is good. Keep that around. People like to hear Justin laugh. We got intern Joker back this evening. All right, and then so we're gonna keep this one tight, and then we'll switch to the after hours because we do have a lot of stuff coming up that will drop next week. Whether it's a fandom episode,
the QuadCon stuff.
Yeah,
there's a lot of stuff.
We just got a lot of shit.
All right, so we're gonna keep this one tight.
All right, hit it.
Jay, do you want to go upstairs before you start whining?
Here, I'll go. I'll put her.
Thanks, sir.
Okay.
Go ahead, pup.
Go on.
Called me just to tell me that there was incoming group text. Like, fuck.
I called you to let you know. I miss you. I miss you. God damn.
Spot on.
I fucking love that movie. What's the password? Password! That was last year's password.
Yole, yole, yole.
I'll leave y'all alone for 8 seconds.
Yeah,
I can't trust none of y'all motherfuckers not to have a good time while I'm not here.
Went and done roped it.
You done did it?
Done did it bad.
Oh no, hell no!
All and up and done.
Okay. That's going to piss me off in editing, so we're just going to run that again real quick.
What?
We're just going to run that again.
Yeah, that's fine.
Otherwise, I'll be like, why start quiet? Okay.
Who did it?
I did it.
You know something? I'm figuring that the video is not pulling this audio.
What's up?
The video is not pulling this audio, so right now it's just dead space.
On the video, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
We'll probably have to figure out a way to splice that in to a video feed.
And welcome to episode 76 of the Galactic Dads podcast. Of course, if you're listening, you know that this is your dad destination for all things geek, dad life, and beyond. And that can include bits of dad advice for daddy issues, comics, video games, TV shows, movies, and whatever else strikes us as worthy to talk about. Again, I am B, and I am always here, but I'm never alone, thankfully. Today I'm joined by somebody who we wished was here last episode and just couldn't make it, but he's actually here now. And of course, that's Justin. What's going on, dude?
What's up? What's up?
It is so good to hear your voice again.
I've missed being here, believe me.
Yeah, seeing you, that's okay. But your voice, it's so good.
Prominent.
That's right. And we're also joined by Laser Eric over there. What's going on, my man?
What's up, man? I'm just speechless that I'm actually looking at Justin in the flesh here.
How long's it been?
I think it's been like 2.5, 3 months, guys.
I think the last time we saw you was just for a Patreon After Hours episode.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, so for listeners, they're like, who?
Who's that guy?
Justin? Justin,
I
yeah.
don't remember ever hearing about him.
So in case you're wondering, he's intern Justin, but I feel like he's moved on past that name again.
I think he's ascended at this point.
Yeah.
Maybe he's ascendant, Justin?
Well, he's never once gotten me coffee, so I don't know why we call him intern
Yeah, he's not
Justin.
handling the social media. I don't know.
He definitely has gotten me a couple of beers, and that is worth graduating from intern level.
Yeah.
I do what I can, guys.
You do good. You even bring cold beers. Like, it's incredible. It's good
Now
stuff.
on, we'll just call you Justin
You know what?
I like it.
I like it.
until we come up with something more offensive later, maybe. I don't know.
Well, it depends.
The more offensive, the better.
It depends.
there we go.
You're coming to QuadCon on Saturday, right?
Absolutely.
Oh, it's Sunday. My bad.
It's Sunday. I was
Don't
gonna
get
say
confused.
it's Sunday, by the way.
All right, so you're coming, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, well, just don't earn yourself a new name there. What you do, make it cool.
Don't do anything.
Bring
dumb.
money.
Yeah.
Bring money.
Lots of cash. We're gonna buy more swords.
Did you guys get a sword?
I don't think I can justify any more swords.
Yeah,
I might have a little bit of trouble in that.
Having trouble finding space in the house for him.
Yeah, it's real tough. It's real tough. Especially that broadsword that everybody wants to buy. It pulls down the drywall where you hang it. This thing is massive.
What is that thing? 80 pounds?
I'd love to have a copy of Cloud Sword from Final Fantasy VII, but holy crap, it's the size of my bathroom.
I know.
What would I do with that thing?
And that
Well,
was a
before
pretty
we-
penny too.
Yeah,
Before
right.
we dive into all the sweet swords
Yes, of
we
course.
theoretically could buy, we are going to let you guys know that this particular episode will be a super short and sweet episode. But don't worry, you're still going to get plenty of goodies. We will keep it about as long as Bill Shatner's trip to space this week.
Yep.
So we're looking for about 15 minutes, and then you will be rewarded for your patience because next week we will bring you not only the DC Fandom episode, but we will bring you the footage from QuadCon, which should be a lot of fun, and you'll see just how many swords these guys buy. But I'm gonna be on the hunt.
Gets out of hand.
I'm hunting for some comics.
So I'm not going to lengthen this, but there was something that came up on Facebook on QuadCon's event page today that there is actually going to be a group out there doing lightsaber duel demonstrations multiple times throughout the con on Sunday.
Fantastic.
So if nothing else, you get to watch other people fight with swords and not just us. But
If they're not in a robe, I'm not watching this.
there's a lot of cool stuff worthy of checking out, though.
There is tons of cool stuff. Especially all the vendors, and this year they have the entire space, which means this thing's going to be massive.
No volleyball tournaments in between.
And that is correct. So it's going to be huge, and there's going to be a ton of awesome stuff to check out. Chiefly, among those things, us. Come check us out. We'll be boosted, we'll be recording live, and you can even get the chance to pick up some sweet merch from us.
Mm-hmm.
Some sweet swag.
Sweet. Get it, wear it, love it. Okay, moving on, I want to talk to you guys about something else we're going to be doing at the con, and that is drinking. So let's move on to beers of the week, guys.
Drinks.
Drinks on me.
Justin.
There you go. Woo! Yeah, I should have just pulled that down, but I'm going to bring it back out. Anyway, so I'm all flustered because we're on a short schedule. But I am pretty happy because we are enjoying something new this week. I reached out on the Twitters this morning to say, hey, Four Hands, we are going to enjoy something new that we're going to do a little taste test or sampling, if you will. All because Laser Eric was smart enough to go, hey, here's this new stuff that I'm picking up while I was there because you were at Four Hands, right?
Yeah. The wife and I had a little bit of a date thing on Saturday, and we stopped by Four Hands and had a little bit of fun and bought some cool stuff to try out.
All right, well, let's try it out, shall we? You want to lead us off?
Yeah, I'll lead you off. So, first one that we're drinking from the Four Hands Brewing Company in St. Louis, Missouri. Brandon, this is the one you got as well. It's the Four Hands Brewing Hard Seltzer, the Silver Fox. It's a wedding cake snow cone inspired seltzer. Four Hands, I'm not a huge seltzer guy, but Four Hands does their seltzers right. These taste good.
Let me just...
Yeah, most of these things, like most of these seltzers you get taste like crap. This one, like they all have a lot of flavor. This one's 4% alcohol by volume. It's a seltzer, so it's low calorie. You know, it's going to get you tore up, but it's not going to, add to your belly.
That's pretty good.
Most of the seltzers, I feel like they taste like TV static.
I'll give you that. Like, there's a hint on the back end of this of I'm on channel 3.
Right.
There's a hint, but man, you're getting real flavor out of it, which is not common with these things. And actually, the other one that I brought, Thriller, which we'll have later, that might be an after-hours conversation because something tells me somebody's going to swear when they talk about how much they enjoy it.
Okay, so it'll be you. I feel like, yeah.
The flavor and the sweetness in these is very good.
Oh, the flavor. Mm-hmm. All right, what do you got over there, Justin?
This isn't a new one, but it's always an oldie and a goodie. It's the Sweetwater 420 strain G13 IPA.
So proud of you.
Oh my God, those Sweetwaters, man, they slap.
Yeah, they do.
They're good. Real good.
Recently, I was listening to one of our back episodes from back before we cleaned the show up, where we had the Sweetwater sampler.
We were just Neanderthals.
That was a wild episode.
We started out really good, and then after about 10 minutes, we turned into wild animals, and it was ridiculous.
What can you expect?
Oh, it was enjoyable, though.
Oh, that's so much fun. That's fun. All right, well, that's it. That does it for us for Beers of the Week. Hit up Four Hands, by the way.
Yes.
I will go ahead and plug some stuff on the socials because I want to take a picture with that can because I don't know if you know this, I'm a Silver Fox. So I want people to know that, and we'll definitely be posting stuff like that. If you want to see any of our stuff on the socials, you can always check it out in the show notes. We will have all of our handles there, so go check that out. And we will move it on. We do have a lot to hit up and not much time to do it for anybody keeping track.
Yeah, we're already almost in orbit, dude.
We are. At this point, Will shat his pants. So we're gonna go ahead and keep it moving.
Easy, he's 90.
Yeah, there was no effort involved. It's just the rocket ignited and I'll just slid out.
No gravity.
All right, let's go ahead and move on to the next segment, guys. I just really enjoy when you put this on video that there's just that dead space when we do the transitions. It's just us like bobbing our heads.
Yes.
It's fantastic. I love it.
Cool.
I love it. Ow, I broke the window. So anyway.
Dad's gonna be mad.
Yeah. Our reverent movie quote there, of course, comes from A Night at the Roxbury, a mid-90s classic starring Will Ferrell and Chris Kattan. Also, I believe Molly Shannon's in that one for a hot minute. Great film. Great film. Anyway, so speaking of films, we've got a lot to cover real fast. We're going to hit all super quick. Of course, What If wrapped last week.
Yep.
It was really super cool. I had a couple of questions, but I don't think we're going to get to them. But one of them is, why did the Stones work so well in the multiverse?
Okay. For Ultron?
Yeah, for anywhere he goes. That's my next question. And then after that, though, Marvel was very kind to us and gave us another trailer for Hawkeye.
Yes.
Yeah, I know we all watched it before the show started. And it answered some fun questions, like where's Hawkeye's wife and family? And what about them trick arrows?
What about them trick
arrows? Yeah, there's one's more deadly than this.
Yeah.
So it's fun.
A nuke arrow? Are you kidding me?
It's fun to watch Clint Barton walking around with the power of cold fusion in his backpack.
Yeah.
On the tip of a spirit arrow. So that'll be awesome to watch. We also saw, oh man, yeah, there was a lot that came out. I saw Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, the official title, and all that stuff was announced. Of course, all they show you is like a title card, Nothing major going on there, but it's cool to know that that will drop in 2022. So there's not much longer to wait on that. We're gonna get Spider-Man No Way Home this December, and then next year we already get another Spider-Man movie.
Yeah, so that'll be good.
Yeah, we're getting web overloaded.
I'm stoked.
Bring out your Peters. That might be the name of this episode. Done and did.
Bring out your Peters.
Don't threaten me with a good time.
We also got confirmation today that season 3 of The Mandalorian is filming.
Yep.
Good old Pedro Pascal posted on his socials. He was in full Mando gear, and I'm not gonna lie, he feeling a bit of a man crush seeing him back in that Beskar steel.
He is sexy.
He is a good looking man.
I am really, really looking forward to whatever they're going to do with that season.
It could go so many ways. That's why I'm excited.
I have a feeling Book of Boba Fett will tell us a little bit. I don't know, maybe.
The whole season is just about him trying to get a new spaceship.
Probably.
Yeah.
He's
like
hitchhiking. Yeah, he's hitchhiking across the planet. Anybody got?
He's at the
to buy a ship.
The used car lots of Tatooine. That's a good time. So we know that, but also we got some more news on Moon Knight over there at Marvel on Disney Plus. It is close to wrapping up principal filming, so they'll be doing some stuff in post. But we know that should be ready to come and see our faces. Let us see Oscar Isaac in action as Mark Spector sometime next year.
What do you think? They put that out shortly after Hawkeye? They give us a little bit of a break between Hawkeye and the next series? What?
I would imagine they'd give us a trailer at least like halfway through the Hawkeye season.
I can see that.
Keep us baited. Well, Disney's really good about that.
We also have plenty of Marvel to deal with right now. So
right.
We've got 2 movies left this year alone. We've got at least 1 TV show in Hawkeye, and then wherever else that leads us, not to mention whatever teasers we get after the end of Eternals, and what happens at the end of No Way Home. Lord only knows.
Right.
And then we're on a full slate already for the beginning of 2022 with, I know Doctor Strange The Multiverse of Madness is supposed to come out then.
March, I think.
Spider-Man's supposed to lead directly into that, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, you would assume so.
I imagine.
All right, Doctor. That's not so strange. Yeah, there's a lot going on there. But hopefully I'll be a better person and research some stuff before the show or look at the computer. We are just pressed for time, which is why I'm not today. But we've got some really cool news on the TV show front. I started watching Squid Games, by the way.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not broke enough, but I will watch people participate in life or death games.
It's like Hunger Games.
It's
it is, yeah.
A lot like that. Yeah. It's a good show.
A couple of buddies that I work with have been watching it, and they're like, dude, you got to get on this. Watch it with the dubs. Don't watch it with the dubs. I don't care. I just got to find the time to get in there and watch it.
So I watched it dubbed front to back, and then I went back and watched it in Korean with the subtitles. There's definitely a lot of stuff lost in the dub translation,
right?
With certain characters, mostly ancillary characters. Like the main people, you get the gist of, and that's pretty well what it is. But some of the ancillaries that are around, that are frequently around, you're like, what the hell are they doing here? But then when you read the subtitles and read what it's actually supposed to be, then it makes a little bit more sense.
Yeah, I was told the dubs don't exactly capture what's being said.
Yeah, they try and get close. Which I mean, they do a good enough job.
Yeah.
I understand what's going on.
Get
I'm not
the
losing
gist.
much.
Yeah, they do good.
I'm only 1 episode in, and the only big complaint I have is the show lacks diversity. You know, there's not very many people that look different.
That's fair, I suppose.
I'm kidding. Of course, that's silly. Because it's a Korean show, and everybody there is Korean. So and I don't think that's true. I took a look. There are characters who are not Korean. In the first episode, you can see them. So that is a terrible joke meme I repeated from the internet. Sorry, don't cancel me. I just got started. All right. Moving on, we did talk a little bit about movies already, very briefly, but we do have news. For fandom, we should get the Batman trailer, which I'm super stoked about. We saw a couple stills from that trailer today. There's one with Batman in daylight looking over Gotham, but I am super stoked to see that.
I am.
Yeah.
I was pretty skeptical whenever Robert Pattinson was casted, but now he looks like he's crushing it. So,
dude, this looks like a really good gritty thriller. I mean, I know it's Batman, but everything I watch in this, I'm like, dude, I'm watching Seven, or like
Right.
something like that.
Right. And I think the stuff I read, it sounds like that's what they're going for.
I think they're nailing it. I mean, they're nailing it.
Cannot wait.
Another piece of movie news is this week we got Will Poulter. If you guys are familiar, if you are not, if you've ever seen We're the Millers, he's the young dude that does not get paid to go on the drug mule trip.
He's a goofy kid in the glasses.
Yeah, he gets bit on the by a tarantula in the film. If you know what I'm saying. He's also in a lot of other really good stuff. He's an incredible actor, but he has been cast as Adam Warlock in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3.
Do you think they'll like beef him up like crazy to match that role?
I don't know that they'll have to.
I can't. He looks kind of scrawny and everything else he's in.
Yeah, but
like
Adam Warlock's not like the Hulk walking around out there.
no, but he's still all kinds of muscular.
I mean,
you
yeah,
know what
he's
I mean?
yoked because he's a comic book character, but
For sure.
because he's the most evolved being, he might just be, like,
He's the perfect one.
yeah, like he
Yeah.
just looks good, but he's not like jacked, like,
You put
Out
the
of this
right
world.
costume, the right set of armor or whatever on that dude, and nobody will notice.
True.
True enough.
Yeah, so that'll be exciting. I am looking forward to seeing how they costume him and how much face paint and stuff they do, like a la Gamora.
Is he gonna have blank white eyes?
I hope so.
That's the big
Yeah.
He
I would
won't.
hope so.
No, he won't, because that race of beings do not.
Do not. Yeah,
Oh.
True.
The ones who are evolving him,
True.
they all have pupils. So I assume we'll see that.
Who needs this?
Yeah. Who needs pupils?
It's overrated.
Trash pupils. Anyway, all right. So that is quick hits on movies. You guys do have some brief notes on video games.
Yeah. Justin, you want to take the wheel first, and then I'll pick up the back?
I do. So I recently picked up Far Cry 6, and obviously, I can't remember his name off my hand. And
Is that Giancarlo Esposito?
yes,
Yeah.
as also Moff Gideon. He plays a very sadistic overlord of a country.
Oh, yeah.
And-
So he's Giancarlo Esposito.
Yeah, right.
It is
I'm terrified to meet that man in real life. But please go on.
the first, I don't know, maybe 10 minutes of the game, maybe 15, you get to see him do some pretty nasty stuff. And then it's just like every other Far Cry game. You're a resistance fighter and or, freedom fighter. And the game is great. They've changed up a few things. Skill trees, no longer a thing. You have
That's
all the
great.
skills.
That's wonderful.
I mean, I did like, building my character up and getting those skills over time, but, with the story that's going on, you don't need all that.
That's good. That's good.
They've changed that up with a huge crafting system for making weapons that do crazy things. It's a lot of fun. I think I'm about, 8 hours in.
Have you got to the cockfighting yet?
I have. I
Tina is so angry about the cockfighting.
yeah, I had read that there's some people protesting about all that. It's not nearly as bad. I don't know. I mean, obviously, it's a game. It's not real.
Right. Yeah.
No animals are actually harmed in the cockfighting.
In the making of this computer-generated game.
Yes.
It's a lot of fun. If you've liked any of the other Far Cry games, I suggest going and picking it up.
Cool.
Excellent.
Cool. A lot of fun.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and review the newest game to hit my collection. This past Friday, Metroid Dread hit the Nintendo Switch, and I was there day one to buy it. I actually went to Best Buy to pick it up, and I did an online order and went into the store to grab it. And the guy that checked me out, it was early afternoon, but he said, "Man, this must be the 80th or 90th copy of this game that's gone out today." Which, I mean, our Best Buy isn't that particularly busy, so to hear that, this is a
Good
pretty
for him.
anticipated game.
People have been waiting for it.
Yeah, and it's the first 2D Metroid game in a long time.
It's still Samus, right?
It's still Samus, yeah. A lot of the same premise and everything, and but it plays like the first thing I noticed when I was playing this game is the gameplay is every bit as smooth as you would want it to be. And just getting ready for another 2D Metroid, I started playing Super Metroid again for about 3 or 4 days before Dread came out, and Super Metroid was smooth as silk. But then you go to this, and it's just that much more. It's that much more of a clean experience. The graphics are gorgeous for a Switch game. It's not easy. It is not easy. I am learning humility. I'm
Oh my god, it's Super Metroid all over again.
Well, yeah, and see, I would consider myself an above-average Metroid player because Super Metroid, at this point, doesn't really I got it. Like we're good.
I could speed play this thing.
But man, like I'm getting stomped on in this game, but it's so much fun. Like
This is
I
humbling.
cannot stop.
This is a humbling experience.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's
Don't throw down your Switch.
I can't let my kid watch me play. He doesn't need to know.
yeah, but it's so good. Like it's one of those if you're a dad that you were like me and when you were 5 years old you were playing the original one on the 8-bit, you need to pick this up and give it a go. If your kid likes Super Mario 3D World or something like that, the platformers, you need to pick this up and let him play it. It's a lot of fun, really entertaining. So
Impressive.
yeah, so
Now I
that's
just
it.
need to get a Switch.
Yeah,
Go outside and cut you one down. Bring it in. I'll tell you what you did.
Well, the
What?
you can get the OLED edition. If you want a LAN port, you can get that. It's cool.
Go big or go home.
Yeah,
I'm getting the big stiff.
Get you a big old Switch. A big old Switch. Yeah? No? All right,
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah, exactly.
God, thank you.
I got
Yes.
it.
I get
Thank
it.
you.
I got you.
I'm with you.
All right. Fishing for jokes here. Okay. Not bad. By the way, Justin, nice breakdown, Far Cry. Like
Yeah.
that. Real good.
Yeah, thank you.
That was good.
No problem.
I've actually been on the fence of buying it, and now after you told me about that, I might just go pick it up this week. So there you
I
go.
know new games are expensive, but
Follow
I-
our lead, guys.
Yeah,
That's
go
good.
get it.
That's good.
But for me, well worth it.
So good. All right, rock on. Well, then I will talk about my little corner of expertise on this show, and that is comic books. There was not a big week for comics this week, but I was still super stoked because you guys may know, you don't know what came out this week.
Was that the new Superman?
It's the end. Oh, there was some news about a new Superman who is bisexual. I'm gonna be honest with you.
I don't really care.
I
Yeah,
don't
I
care.
don't care.
I could care less.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, whatever. The only thing that really bothers me about that is the pink hair of the young man sharing a kiss with that Superman. And I don't know why, but I'm like, does everybody have like dyed hair? When did this start? And
Is
then
this
I
anime
realized.
now?
Then I realized, dude, I'm old. Like I'm old. That's all.
Right.
Yeah,
I get
we're
it.
becoming our fathers.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I guess younger people
Get
have
off
dyed
my
hair.
lawn.
With all your piercings and slangs, I don't know. But yeah, I did. I mean, that's cool. Whatever. That's fine.
It doesn't affect me one way or the other.
The only thing about that I did not like, and I understand this is how media works, is the headlines. And the headlines were like, Superman's
is gay.
bisexual.
Yeah.
And I was like, you guys are really confusing a lot of people who are not going to actually read any of this. They're just going to come out with their cross burnings and their Bibles and be like, even Superman, who stands for truth, justice, and the American way, now he stands for lies, and American gays. And I'm just like, calm down.
It was hilarious.
No.
My dad asked me, I just saw him the other day, he's like, has Superman always been gay?
See?
And I was like, is that the only thing you read about that or what?
Did you know he's an illegal alien, by the way?
Yeah.
Does that ruffle your
He's from
feathers?
another planet.
Haven't you seen that dude's uniform?
Yeah.
Come on, bro.
So, Brett, his mom made it for him. He does show tunes. Come on. Yeah, that's all sus if we're asking, but no.
Doesn't affect me one way or the other.
I didn't mind. That one's fine. It's actually, I think part of me thinks it's cool, and then another part of me is like, what? And then I'm like,
Well, you want to be progressive, but at the same time, you don't want to feed into the hype, like
Yeah, right.
make it a big deal.
but then I had this terrible epiphany, and this is what really bothered me. It's a DC character. It's not Batman, Superman, or Wonder Woman. So in like 5 or 7 years, he's gonna be rebooted and retconned and out of
Exactly.
existence, and
Yep.
this publicity stuff will count for nothing. And I don't think they'll keep the character around and actually use him.
By then, there'll be another sexual agenda or something. You have to.
Well, I mean, the reason I say that is because I think of stories of like Batwoman, right? Kate Kane.
Yeah.
She is she's a lesbian character.
Right.
She also happens to be Jewish, but all of that is secondary to the fact that she's awesome. She is an awesome character. They do really good work when they use her, but now she doesn't even have her own series, and she's relegated to showing up every once in a while in someone else's book. And I'm just like, man, that sucks. Like, so if you're gonna have one of these characters, like Midnighter and Apollo from The Authority, they only show up every once in a while as secondary characters, and their relationship is awesome, even though Midnighter is an absolute sadist. Somehow Apollo puts up with that. I have no idea. But anyway, the book I
It's a
read
weird
this week
dynamic.
and that I highly recommend is The Immortal Hulk number 50. It is the end of Al Ewing and Ed Bennett's run on the character that started a couple of years ago. And it really took Hulk, who had died in Civil War II. Yeah, died. They found out, he's immortal, dude. If you kill him, he comes back at nighttime. So they really kind of turned into this horror book, and you see a lot of body horror. You see Hulk separated into various different body parts in like different jars, still alive and moving around. But then Al Ewing comes up with a pretty clever and creative way to explain that, and then he also gives the leader real good purpose as a villain. He makes him very villainous, very cool. He explains all of Hulk's other personalities, including this new one, which is the Immortal Hulk. He seamlessly weaves all of the extensive Hulk history into like a new body horror kind of tale that just really, it sings. It sings. To get 50 issues of it was great. This last issue is an oversized issue. The price tag on it was about $10, but it was worth it. It's easily a 48 pager. And I picked it up from Justin's Comics, so I got it for 25% off on New Comic Book.
There we go.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, that's why I encourage all of you, if you pick up the books I talk about, go see them at Justin's Comics. And you can check him out at justinscomics.shop online and pre-order every book. They'll even ship it to you, and you'll save a lot of cash on comics because they're expensive these days.
They are.
But that is the comic of the week. I really hope you guys go check it out. And that will move us on to our Patreon shout-outs.
Yes, indeed.
All right, let's move on to those. Yes. Watch the video. It's just a bunch of dads dry humping the air. I
It's
love
okay,
it.
we're cool.
Oh,
Um, you guys don't know how to dance. Okay.
No.
We
No,
don't.
you're not.
We don't. We're a bunch of white dads.
Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
So we have reached the point in the episode where we get to thank all of our Patreon sponsors, the producer levels and up, get the opportunity to have their names mentioned on every single episode of the podcast. And as excited as I am to kick it off, I had to burp there. It's the seltzer, baby.
I get it.
Yes,
I
seltzer,
get it.
you
I'm,
understand.
Carbonation.
I'm still like pounding my chest a little bit.
You understand? Well, I worked this out. Who wants to handle the OG? Who wants to shout out the man, the myth, the legend?
Well, I'll go ahead and take the reins on that.
Attaboy.
So, number one in our hearts, shout out to the original, the genuine article, Mr. Keith Jefferson, the first Patreon producer. If I'm not mistaken, he subscribed on day one of the Patreon, didn't he?
I don't think the Patreon was open for more than 12 hours.
Yeah. So
That's our homie.
Yeah, we love
He's
this
the
guy.
OG.
He's a day one veteran. He's got all the swag. He's shown it. Actually, if you even if you're not a producer on Patreon, I think there's a picture of him with all of his swag on the Patreon.
Yeah.
So he's been enjoying all the bonus content and everything since day one. He's been supporting us since day one, and we love him for it.
I know he's a busy dad, but I'm trying to get him to come out to QuadCon. Because
Yeah, that'd be cool.
he
I'd like to
enjoys
meet
all
him.
the cosplays and all that stuff. He would really have a good time.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, see, there we go. We'll see what magic I can work.
Get
Just
it
gotta
done.
push a little bit. You
Get
know
it
what I
done.
mean?
That's right, that's right. And then next up is he's the beloved friend of the show. You will
Always.
definitely see him at QuadCon. And we're
Mhm.
talking about TK31788 of the 501st. TK is the self-appointed Galactic Dads fact checker over on Twitter. But if you check him out on Instagram, he'll tell you that bricking ain't easy and show you all of the fun Lego stuff that he does.
Have you guys seen the Lego stuff he's been doing for the Halloween stuff?
Yes,
Yeah.
he's got some great memes
Yeah.
on too. So Keith is always doing great stuff, always coming up with great ideas for content. The man is, he's invaluable to the show. We could not put a price tag on him. Unfortunately, he picked the producer level to contribute to the show, and we greatly appreciate him for it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Justin, you want to take the next one? Can you say it?
Absolutely, I'm gonna try. So,
Go for it.
Azure Laser.
Good job.
Yeah, that's it, baby.
Good
Is
job.
that
Yeah, that's
okay?
it.
We thank you so much
Yeah.
for for your contribution.
Ezra was really cool. He hails from Texas, so he'll tell you it's a dry heat. But also, he's an awesome gamer. He's into all the pop culture stuff, and I got to spend some time with him recently, and he was just a cool dude. Into all the nerd stuff, great for gaming, just ready to just turn up and have a good time on all things geek. So it's awesome to have his support.
Automatic best friends.
Automatic.
Yep.
It helps. And speaking of best friends, let's talk about our I Love You 3000 level contributor to the show. That is the man, the myth, the Joe President of the Comic Shop Couch podcast. Joe is awesome. They just dropped their 18th episode this week. I think they dropped it on Tuesday.
Nice.
It is incredible.
Okay.
So you should definitely go check out the Comic Shop Couch podcast when you're done listening to this, because you'll be blown away by how flippin' hilarious they are. I think the title of that one is "What If Dickie Bought Toys?" Yeah, they chop it up pretty good. So I do really appreciate Joe and his contributions to the show. Also, he is a phenomenal father in his own right. Just took his kids to the old Disney World. Ooh. He was there the same time Jedi John was.
No kidding.
They did not cross paths or streams. And as a reference to Ghostbusters, nothing else. Calm yourself. He did the Galaxy's Edge and stuff. And he talks all about it on the latest episode of the Comic Shop Couch.
That's awesome.
So we really appreciate him and his support as well. And lastly, I do want to point out another Patreon supporter to the show, and that is our first annual Patreon subscriber.
Mm-hmm.
And he's not new to the show, he's just new to the way of contributing, and that is Special K. We love Special K. He's a great friend of the show and a big member of the Force Diet podcast that he runs with Jedi John from the GalacticDads podcast. And if you guys want to know all things Star Wars, in-depth Star Wars stuff, that is the show to listen to. I believe they're out on at least episode 14 now.
I think 14 was the last one to drop. Maybe 15. Maybe.
Was the one I listened to just last week. So 15 is probably on the way out.
Yep.
But you can also catch Obi Sean or Special K at QuadCon this coming weekend.
Yep, he'll be hanging out with us too.
Yes, he will, and he'll be rocking a super sweet Force Diet t-shirt.
Awesome.
Yeah,
We're going to have so much fun.
It's going to be a great time. Mm-hmm. So, all of our Patreon supporters, we truly appreciate your support, and you have definitely earned your applause. All right, everybody. Listen, as we finish these seltzers and these beers, we're going to say cheers, and we thank all of you for listening. Remember, leave a like, rate, review, and share the show no matter what platform you're listening to us on. You can always check us out on patreon.com/GalacticDads. You can check out bonus episodes there, such as the After Hours that we're about to record here in a minute.
Yeah, we are.
You hear the drinks flowing.
Oh, yeah.
It's about to get started. And you can check out some merch, too, that is exclusive to the show. And we are currently working on setting up a new live streaming feature for patrons. So you'll definitely be able to check that out soon. Keep an eye out, current patrons. You might get yourself a video of us doing some test streaming to put up on there.
Probably get some outtakes too.
Absolutely, yeah. It's going to be completely unedited. So
That's
check that
part
out.
of the fun.
All that, and of course, the opportunity to see more stuff like recipes from Eric, comic book reviews from me, and much, much more. So definitely check that out. But listen, until next episode, of course, we thank all of you for listening. We want you to keep on doing the dad thing.
Cheers.
Cheers.
See ya.
We out.
That's clean.
It's a little more than 50.